There's other ways to do this. VCAs is another very common way to do what I'm about to explain, but I like groups. It's just the way I like to roll. Group buses. Now, generally, if you have multiple things recorded, like a bunch of guitars, you maybe have your EQ or something on each guitar slightly different for whatever sound you're going for. All those guitars, if you are just sending them to your mix bus, that's a bad move. In my experience, you should send those guitars to a group bus. This will allow you to automate the way those guitars are blended together and affect them with another set of effects on that group bus, and you'll be able to automate all those guitars at once. So in other words, if you want the chorus to feel bigger, raise all the guitars. Why just raise the rhythms, and leave the lead where it is if you want all the guitars to get louder? This allows you to do that right at the group level. It also allows you to control what's being sent to your mix bus better, because what you're basically going to do when you're putting effects on each guitar track and then sending them all to your mix bus, well, now if you want to lower one of those guitars, what you're really doing is sending much less level to the mix bus. So the mix bus is going to react differently because plugins react different depending on how much signal you send into them. So if you lower it at the guitar track level, then the amount you're sending into the mix bus or the group bus in another case is different. It's going to sound different depending on how loud or lower that guitar track is. The plugins won't react the same. The compression won't hold the same. Nothing will react the same, so the sound will be different every time you raise or lower the guitar volume. And you don't want to do that because you may not know exactly where it's going to be in the beginning when you're doing it, and you don't want to have to deal with a changing sound constantly. It's like trying to hit a moving target. It's impossible, or very hard to do. It just makes your life impossible. Like, that is why make it harder. Our life's hard enough. What do you want to do? This is what you want to do. Send those guitars to a group bus. And if you have like verse guitars, send those to a group, and then send chorus guitars to chorus group bus. So you have two different buses for the guitars. It doesn't matter. Those two guitar buses are being sent to your mix bus. Now, if you want to raise or lower the volume of those, you do it at the group bus level. That guitar bus, the verse bus or chorus bus, whichever bus you want to raise or lower, you do it at the bus level. It allows you to automate the guitars, but the sound won't change because that guitar that you have EQ'd that you sent into a guitar verse bus has an effect on it. And now, by raising it and lowering it at the group bus level, you're going to keep the same sound. You don't have to worry about your guitar getting thinner because it's lower. It'll just be lower, or getting thicker because it's louder. It'll just be a little louder at the same sound you achieved. This is how you avoid doing things constantly over and over and over again. You'll get to the end quicker, which is our goal here, so you can maintain sanity and also a good perspective on the mix. You got this. This is just one way to do it. There are other ways to do it, and if you want to tell me another way, let me know, because that's the beauty of this craft. There's no one way. There's a ton of ways to do different things. And if you can come up with a way that makes more sense, I'd love to hear it. Talk to me. VCAs are another good way to do it. I just prefer this. I find I have more control this way, so I like this. That's just my style. At the end, if I want to raise or lower the amount going into my mix bus, I just take all the group buses I have and all the parallel buses I have, create one group that I call master bus or, mix bus or all the buses or God bus or whatever, and then I lower that as much as I need or raise it as much as I need to just make sure I'm kissing the meters. That's how I get a good sound. I'm never slamming anything too hard. I have ultimate control, and that is the goal when you're mixing. Control what's going on. If you do that, you'll be controlling the mix. The mix won't be controlling you. You got this. See you soon. Leave any questions in the comments. Back at you.